Welcome to today's video. I am showing up with a bare, clean face. Nothing is on my skin except my skincare products. So we're gonna be doing a full makeup application. Pretty much everything I have here is like brand new. There are a couple items here that I've had for a couple of weeks, but I think I'm gonna title this like plain and new makeup or something. So all of this is new to me. I have got some new Charlotte Tilbury foundation and the Flawless filter, which I'm so excited to try these. I've got her powder. I have a palette by Alter Ego, the Goddess palette. I don't know too much about this brand. This was actually sent to me in PR and I just picked it up from my PO box last week. They sent me this palette, the Goddess, which looks so beautiful. And then they also sent this palette here, which is the Daydream palette, which is more kind of like rosy pink tone shades, which are really beautiful as well. But I'm gonna go with a more kind of bronzy neutral palette today. I haven't even dug into that, so this will kind of be a first impression on that. So mostly high end. I do have some drugstore mixed in here. I'm not quite sure the price on the Alter Ego, but as always, everything will be linked and listed in the description box below. So if you have any questions about price or where to find any of these items, you can check out the description box. All right, let's get started. Let me get this hair back because I know this can be very distracting. I just washed my hair this morning, so it's extra bouncy. Okay, so I don't have anything on my skin except for my moisturizer, eye creams, all of that. I'm gonna start with the Flawless filter. I'm so excited to try this. I went to Nordstrom to pick up the Magic foundation and the powder, the Magic powder, and when I was getting checked out, the girls totally sold me on the Flawless filter. I'm usually not one to, you know, be upsold things, but she showed me this on her hand and I was like, oh, I have to have that, put that in my bag, please. So I have this shade 3, I think is what she gave me, and it's light medium. So she described this as basically like a product that you can mix with your foundation, your moisturizer to give your skin a bit of a glow. I'm kind of curious of how I want to do this. Let's see. So I had a BBL last week. It hasn't quite been a full week yet. I did film a little bit of the procedure. It's kind of hard because I had a mask covering my face and I just used my phone holding it. But I do plan to do an update video with you guys on my results from that and to kind of talk to you a little bit about what a BBL photo facial is. It was my first ever photo facial and I'm really excited. I am starting to see some of the results. There are still some spots that I see that I was hoping would be gone, but I don't know if in the next few days they'll come off or not, or if maybe I need a second treatment because it was my more obvious, that little dot right there, that's still there. I guess I was expecting that to come off, but I might need to do another treatment. But I definitely have noticed a lot of the brown spots in the center of my face are gone. So, all right, so I'm just gonna kind of rub this all over. This is really, really pretty, so beautiful. Okay, then I'm gonna go in with the Magic foundation in the shade 5, and we are going to, I'm actually gonna put this on the back of my hand and just go in with, I think I'm gonna use a beauty blender today. Let's see how this works with that. So this was described, I'm pretty sure as having like a velvet matte finish when I picked it up at Charlotte Tilbury, the Charlotte Tilbury counter. So let's see. So I'm just gonna kind of bounce this in the center of my face. It's really pretty. Ooh, that is nice. I can definitely see a lot of that Flawless filter product peeking through. So pretty. So the girls go back to school next week, and I'm not gonna lie, the last couple of weeks have been just so chaotic with the launch and shipping and fulfilling orders, and it was just so much more than we expected it to be, which is such a great, not complaining, it's so amazing. I'm so thankful. But I've just been like running off very little sleep. I've exercised today for the first time in a week because I haven't been sleeping. I've only had, you know, 4 to 6 hours of sleep a night, and to me, I'd rather get that extra hour of sleep than get up and exercise, which is saying a lot because you guys know I love to get my exercise in. But today I went for my first run in almost a week and it was so nice. I'm gonna take a little bit more. Whenever I use the beauty blender, I find I use a little more product than I do when I use a brush, just because the beauty blender absorbs a little bit of product. But since this has, I'm pretty sure this said it had a matte finish, I thought a beauty blender would be nice to just get a real natural looking coverage. This is so nice, you guys. What really intrigued me about the Flawless filter is that I could kind of manipulate the finish of the Magic foundation, because the Magic foundation said that it had a matte finish, and I liked the idea of being able to put like a little subtle glow in there. It kind of reminded me of the drops that I've been using with the Dior foundation that has been giving me a little bit of a glow under a matte foundation. Okay, oh, that is so pretty, so nice. So natural looking, but evens everything out. I feel like today was a turning point for results from the BBL, I really do. I feel like today I can definitely notice that I have less spots in the center of my face and I don't feel like I need as much coverage. Nice. So next I'm gonna go with a concealer, and I'm using the Magic Away Liquid Concealer by Charlotte Tilbury. I've talked a little bit about this in videos. This isn't so new, I've had this for a while, but I wanted to use this concealer because I wanted to pair it with her foundation and her powder. And I'm gonna roll this up a little bit more. I like this concealer. It's more of a natural coverage concealer in my opinion, and it's very lighter weight than some other concealers that I use. So I'm actually gonna take this down a little bit to highlight. I have the shade 4, which is slightly lighter. I could have probably done a shade 5. Yeah, that just blends in so fast. So I spoke last night at the National Charity League meeting. If you're not familiar with National Charity League, it's like an organization for moms and daughters. And from what I understand, we're not part of it because I think the girls have, your daughters have to be starting 6th grade, or no, starting 7th grade. So my girls have a few more years. But from what I understand, it's an organization that moms and daughters join and do meetings together and do volunteer work together in the community. It's really neat. So I went and spoke to the moms last night about like easy, quick makeup tips, basically how to get your makeup on in like 5 minutes or less. And this was a product that I took with me because it's so natural and sheer that it doesn't take any time to blend in. You know, you don't really have to spend a lot of time. Obviously, I'm spending more time in my videos because I'm talking, but really when you're in a rush, you could just throw that on, smudge it with your fingers and be good. Ooh, that is so pretty. I'm really loving the way my skin looks right now. Yay! Okay, then I'm gonna go in with the Magic Powder Under Eye and Face. And I got this shade 1 Fair. I believe it came in more of a yellow based one too. This one's a little bit more pink. And I like to grab more yellow powders for under the eye, but the only reason I decided to go pink is because I have so many of those yellow powders. So she talked me into getting the pink. So we're gonna try this. Okay, this isn't, usually I like to kind of tap the product so that it gets onto the lid. Maybe this is too tightly packed. I'm not getting a whole lot. But I'm going to take my 104 brush from BK Beauty and I'm just going to dip this in here. I like this brush because it has more of a tapered point, so it works well under the eyes. And it's big enough to do the whole face too. Okay, and I'm just going to kind of lightly set this. I don't want to take away too much of that glow. This is not really coming out. Look at this. So I'm like tapping it down here. And I'm barely getting much. Do you see that? Oh, this is beautiful. That is so beautiful. It just softly sets the foundation. You can still see that radiant glow coming from within, but you can definitely tell that it just softly mattifies everything. It's so, so nice and it's so lightweight. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and do my brows off camera so this video isn't too long. Okay, I am loving the way my skin looks right now. It looks so nice. Good coverage, but very, very natural, very, very light. Love it. Okay, next I'm gonna go in with the Film Star Bronze and Go palette and I'm gonna bronze up the face. So I'm just gonna pick up a fair amount of product with my brush and just kind of sweep this. I truly don't think I've been disappointed from a Charlotte Tilbury product yet. Her products are just so nice and soft and natural, in the sense that they're not too heavy. They just apply so beautifully. You know, when I used to do makeup, I would always say that I like to layer very sheer layers of product, and I feel like her products go on just like that. Oh, it's so nice. I'm gonna run this down the center of my face a little bit, kind of bronze out my nose. Next, I'm gonna apply eye primer, and I'm gonna use the Crease Eye Foundation. This is a newer product I purchased from the drugstore recently, and I'm just gonna swatch this onto my eyelid. And you can use your finger to blend this in. I'm actually gonna use a brush. I don't know if I've talked about this brush. This is not new, I've had it for quite some time and I really love it. It's by Real Techniques. It's the Deluxe Crease Brush is what it is, but to me, it's a little too fat to be a crease brush. So I like to use it on my lid just to sheer out cream shadows or primer. Okay, so let's dig into this palette and see what we have. So this is what the palette looks like. It looks like you get 2, 4, 6, so you get 18 shades in this palette, all pretty neutral with some pops of teal in there. You get some like glitter shadows, some mattes, and do you get any like shimmer? Yes. So some of these are more glittery than others. Like this one looks to be very glittery compared to the one below it, which is Luna, which is more of like your typical kind of shimmer frost shadow. Really beautiful. I don't really see a great color in here for your brow highlight. The lightest one is this one, but as you can see, it's very, very shimmery, so we're not gonna do that. We're gonna dip into this Charlotte Tilbury palette. Do they have, no, they don't have one either. Okay, let's see. No, we need to get, okay, I will be right back. Okay, we're gonna dip into this palette, which is such a great find. It's the Essence palette, Be Beautiful. I talked about this in my drugstore video that recently went up. I love this palette. I've been wearing this a ton lately. So I'm gonna go in with just this shade right here in the buff for my brow highlight real quick. So I'm gonna go in with this shade right here. I think it's called Hira, and it is a really pretty matte, kind of warm peanut buttery-ish shade. I'm going to load up my 201 brush and I'm gonna pop this into the crease. Let's see how this pays off. Well, that's nice. Yeah, that's really good. I like that. This color is so perfect for the transition shade. I'm just gonna blend it back and forth and kind of get a real sheer wash of color. Kind of take it into the brow a little bit there. Okay, that is really, really pretty. I love that color. It almost reminds me of the Natasha Denona Camel palette. You know, that real like kind of like saddly brown color, very pretty. Okay, so next I'm gonna go in and pack on some color on my lid, and I'm gonna use, let's see, what does this look like? I'm gonna use this shade Luna right here, which is just like this really like a golden shimmer shade. And I'm going to pack on the side of my 203 brush. I'm just gonna pack it on to, oh, that's so pretty. So this does have really nice payoff. I do notice that you have to kind of work it a little because it is glittery. And if you want it to be more of like a shimmer payoff, you kind of have to blend it out a little bit because once you get to like the end of what's on your brush, it gets a little, I don't want to say chunky. Chunky's negative and it's not bad. It's just a little glittery. That's so pretty, so pretty. Pack that on right here. Okay. So the formula is a little different than I thought. You do kind of have to pack it. I noticed that when you move your brush like this, it's not as consistent of a blend. So if you want it to be consistent, you really kind of just have to press it onto the eye and then just press it all over. Next, I'm gonna take my 202 brush and I'm gonna go in with a shade, this shade right here. It's called Aura, and it's like a bronzy brown shade, a little bit deeper than what I just put on my lid. I'm gonna take a little bit of that and I'm gonna just kind of sweep that on the outer half of my eyelid and into my crease. So I'm loving the way my lashes look, but they do get in the way when I apply makeup. I think lash extensions are really ideal for people who don't want to wear a lot of makeup because it makes your eyes look done. But for me, I can't really not wear makeup, right, for what I do. So it just makes keeping them clean and maintaining them a lot of work. Oh, this is pretty. And then I'm gonna take it up a little bit higher. I kind of want to have this like smoky look up top, like this diffused crease look. Okay, let me comb through my lashes with a mascara wand, try and get them back in place. That is so pretty. Okay, next I'm gonna line the lower lash line and I'm gonna go into this shade. Actually, should we make it fun? I'm gonna use this teal color, this really dark teal color. Mixing it up for you guys. I know I rarely wear color, and I'm gonna use the 204 Smudge It brush, and I'm gonna pop this right on the lower lash line, just kind of sweep it back and forth. I love a gold with a teal combo. I think it's so beautiful. If you are scared to wear color, this is a great way to wear it, to like pop it onto your eyeliner. Okay, so if you apply it and you think, oh, I like it, but I still think it's a little too much color, you can just go over it with a brown and it's gonna tone that down quite a bit, but you'll still see some of that color. It just won't be as bright, which I think is what I'm gonna do. I love it, I think it's beautiful, but I also wanna make this very wearable. Okay, then next what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take that Real Techniques brush and just kind of run it across a paper towel to get off any excess product. I'm just gonna go under here and just kind of soften that edge of the shadow. Really give it a nice diffused look. That's nice, that's pretty. Okay, for mascara, I'm gonna use the Roller Lash on my lower lashes, nothing on my upper lashes because I don't need it. For lips, I'm gonna line them with the Charlotte Tilbury Pillow Talk. I have some lip balm on and the product wasn't applying, it was just slipping off. And I am slightly overlining my lips. Okay, perfect. Now, I'm so excited about this product. I picked up 3 of them. I loved them so much. It's the new MAC lipstick. The formula is called Love Me Lipstick, and I got shade Pure Nonchalance. I got French Silk, and I got Daddy's Girl. And of course, they're all pretty soft, peachy pinks or nudes, with the exception of this. This is Pure Nonchalance, and it's more of a kind of like lavender pink. It's really pretty. This is what it looks like. So pretty, kind of like a lavender bubblegum pink. The formulas are so creamy and they feel amazing on the lips. There's a lot of color payoff. They do have a pretty nice sheen to them. I wouldn't say they're super glossy, but they definitely have a lot of shine. This is the shade Daddy's Girl, which is so beautiful. It's like the perfect like nude pink. I love this one. I think I'm gonna be wearing this a lot. And then this is French Silk, which is a bit more peach. So this is like a good peachy nude. It's the last one that I applied there. These are so beautiful, you guys. The packaging is really beautiful, but the formula is so impressive. So I think I'm gonna go with the middle one, which is, no, that's not it. I'm gonna go with Daddy's Girl. That's the color of it. And look at that. That's just like one layer. Such good color. So pretty. So, so beautiful. That is really, really nice. All right, and that wraps up this look. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I wanna tell you kind of the standout products from this application. Definitely the Charlotte Tilbury complexion products. This Flawless Filter, the Magic Foundation, and then the Magic Powder. I mean, I love the way that my skin looks right now. It looks so natural. It has good coverage. I wouldn't say it's a full coverage, but it's a pretty solid medium coverage. It just looks natural and feels really, really light. I'll wear this all day. I will, I'll give you guys an update on how this wears throughout the day. I'll definitely be sharing more of this in other videos, but I really, really like the way my skin looks. This palette, the Alter Ego Goddess palette, is really, really beautiful. I need to play with it a little bit more. I do wish it had some more shimmer shadows that weren't as glittery, but the colors palette is really, really nice. The mattes blend out beautifully. They're not like patchy. They don't go on too strong. It really allows you the flexibility to blend nicely. So I do like this a lot. So thank you, Alter Ego, for sending this to me. And then these lipsticks, you guys, these MAC lipsticks, so, 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 so good. Just to have like an easy lipstick in your purse that you can throw on that's gonna give you enough color that you don't really necessarily have to pair a gloss or a line or anything with it. These are great ones to have. So again, I'll have everything linked down below. As always, thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you guys have a fantastic day. Bye, guys.